we are going over
on how to create a new project in code.org. So what you want to do in a new tab is enter code.org, and it should take you to your dashboard if you have created an account. If you have not, make sure you watch our last video on how to create an account and sign in. So over here, scroll down a bit, and you should go to this place called projects. So what you want to click over here is the game lab. So the game lab is just where you can create games using the code.org blocks or JavaScript if you like. It's I would say it's a bit easier to learn with a game lab because you're learning and you're having fun, which actually is easier to learn with. So you want to click on game lab, and it should take you to this page. So we're going to rename our project to trial project, and you want to make sure you save the name or else it's going to go back to whatever name it was before. So save it. So this is sharing it. So let's say you want to share this project with your friend. Well, really, we haven't really done anything yet, so stay tuned. We're going to be creating new projects, and we're going to be going over how to make new projects. And then this is how you can share it. You can send it to a phone, you can publish it once you've actually made some changes, you can send it to Facebook, or you can even put it on Twitter. So this is the remix button. So this is basically copying this project into a new document, or a new, let's just say new file, I guess. So right now I have this on text. So let me just make it to blocks. Okay, so in code.org you can actually transfer these blocks into text, or the other way around like I just showed. And this button over here, you can change the text, and you'll just change it to text. But in this course we'll be teaching you how to do it in blocks. So if you want, you can always change it to text and see what it looks like, but we're going to be teaching in blocks. So this right here is a toolbox. So this is where everything will be stored, all the different functions you can use. So there's different categories. So the way you would do this is, let's just say we want to draw sprites, which we'll get into later what it actually means. You can just drag and drop it here. So so this is basically how we're going to use code.org. There's a console here, which we'll get into later, obviously, how to use it. If you guys really want to know, it's this function right here. It's console.log. I'm not sure if it's actually in this. No, it doesn't look like it is. So we're just going to do it in text. So you can actually do console.log. We'll get into it, what it actually means. Let's just say this is a string. We'll get into all of that later, but this is just to show you how the console works. Just say hello world, and here's one tip. On code.org it doesn't make a difference, but when you get into programming later, you always want to have a semicolon unless you don't really need it. So oops, spelling, console.log, and then you want to run it, and over here it'll keep on running. So the reason why this keeps on running is it's in the draw, it's in a function called draw. So what this function is, it's basically drawing every let's say nanosecond, right? So it keeps on running the code over and over and over. We'll get into that later, but this is just an overview about how code.org game lab actually works. So, and there's also an animation tab where we can add new animations, but we're probably not going to be needing that later on. So yeah, that's basically it. We're going to be going over how to make projects in later videos, so make sure you guys stay tuned.